In this video, we will introduce you to System Preferences. Preferences allow you to adjust how certain features work to best suit you. If you're using a Mac, we would go to the main menu and click vStitcher, then Preferences. In a PC, we can see the preferences by going to the main menu and clicking Edit, then Preferences. The Preferences dialog displays with tabs on the left side. The first tab is the General section. Here we can choose the appearance, language, system units, and more. For the appearance, we can choose between light mode and dark mode. System units allows you to select between centimeters, millimeters, or inches. 3D navigation mode options will be covered in the 3D navigation lesson. Do note that when making changes to those settings we have mentioned, we will need to restart the application once we click OK for the new settings to be applied. We recommend selecting Show Version Info in Title Bar. If we ever need to submit a support ticket, the version info is often very helpful. We also recommend selecting Enable Auto Backup. If selected, while we're working, there is an automatic backup of the file saved every minute in the background. If you are working on a Mac and using an Apple mouse, you may want to select Reverse Mouse Wheel if you find you're having trouble navigating. The second tab is Images and Colors. The Adobe Tools Color Profiles section allows us to set up our color preferences the way we want them to be. The Materials section is where we add the path to our image editor. This allows us to edit our images externally using, in this case, Photoshop. The next tab is 2D Window. Here we can set various properties of that window. For example, we can set the background color and the grid color. In addition, we can set the grid spacing and the seam allowance color. Next is the Resources tab. We have selected Use Built-in Libraries, giving us access to the cloud libraries. We recommend setting Avatar Modest Look to Always. This makes sure that whatever file we open or import, the avatar shows with Modesty Look on. If you're using an Alvanon form, you'll need to add the path to your permissions folder and the permissions file. More information will be covered in a separate lesson. Next, we have the Simulation tab. The two options here are enabled by default, and we recommend that they remain enabled. Next is the 3D Annotations tab. The 3D Annotations feature allows us to add comments to our garments. Typically, this is used for fit comments. We type in our name so that our comments are correctly identified. The next tab is TechPack. We can choose the template of the TechPack we want to export. Here we can add details of any TechPack processor we may use. We can also add the location for the TechPacks we export. The next tab we'll look at is Rendering. This is where we add the details of the render engine we would like to use. We can use Blender, V-Ray, or Modo. The last two tabs are Smart Design and Plugins, which we can leave them as they are. Note the import and export options at the bottom left of the dialog box. Once we have the preferences how we want them, we can export them as a file. Then we can share the file with other users. We click OK to apply any changes. There will be a prompt if we need to restart the application. And that is the key information you need to know about preferences in vStitcher. For more information, check out our help website.